Accessing Yemen's hidden war takes a grueling 8-hour drive from the capital city of Sana'a through mountain ranges notorious for kidnappings. 15 military checkpoints later, the frontline of fighting between the Yemeni army and anti-government Houthi rebels is marked by al-Mazraq camp. Thousands of internally displaced people have fled to this spot, a fraction of up to 200,000 estimated to have been affected by the fighting in the north of the country. Fatima al-Saibani and her husband fled their home in the Malahit area, which has seen heavy fighting in recent months. In the panic, they lost contact with their fellow villagers.
There were airstrikes in our home. We were inside our houses. We ran away following the other villagers who had already escaped. We ran from town to town from the Houthis.
Mazraq camp here in North Yemen is home to almost 20,000 refugees, Yemenis who have fled the fighting between the al-Houthis and the Yemeni government. Most have come from the Saudi Arabia border and the area of Sana'a, where their homes have been destroyed by heavy shelling. Those who run this camp say they're unsure when these people will be able to return home. For those who make the 3 to 5 day journey on foot, even a canvas tent is no certainty. With almost 3 times as many people as the camp was originally meant to house, many are forced to sleep out in the open. With nothing more than a blanket to sleep on, desperation is taking hold.
We have a child inside the tent who died last night. He was only 20 days old. He died because of the cold weather.
These people, some of them, it was their second displacement. So there were people who left Sana'a area, running from the war to Saudi Arabia's border, and then again they were pushed from Saudi Arabia borders back to Yemen.
They took us against our will. They kicked us out but kept all our belongings. They searched us at gunpoint.
Neighbouring Saudi Arabia's involvement in this conflict goes beyond turning back Yemeni refugees. Claiming rebels incurred into their territory in early November, their military launched attacks on the Houthis, turning Yemen's internal conflict into an international one. With a blanket ban on outside media, November images like these obtained from the rebels, which can't be independently verified, are the only signs of what civilians are fleeing from. Despite claims by the rebels that Saudi Arabia launched attacks inside Yemen, both the Yemeni and Saudi governments maintain their armies stayed within their respective boundaries. The Yemeni government also says the rebels are receiving outside support, an allegation repeated by Vice President Abdu Rabu Mansour Hadi on a visit to Mazraq camp.
The al-Houthi rebels, is there any evidence to prove that they're linked with a larger international network, like Al-Qaeda or the Iranians, or is it just domestic?
No, they are helping them.
Who are helping them?
Iranians.
Iranians. And how are they helping? With the weaponry?
No, by money.
By money. Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
A conflict that broke out 5 years ago is only now beginning to attract international attention. With regional players involved, focus has been on the political repercussions. But with aid agencies planning to host displaced people for up to a year, those caught up in this mostly uncovered war will continue to suffer in silence, waiting to return home. Jane Ferguson, 4CNN, Mazraq Camp, Yemen.